Hey Android fans, this is Eric from hollywoodfrodo.com with a Android product review. Going to be talking to you about the Arkon NFC car dock. Right before I get to that, I do want to remind you that this review is sponsored by andytags.com, which is the best place on the internet to get really cool Android themed NFC tags and keychains for use with your NFC Android phone. So check out andytags.com after the review. Now, along the same vein, talking about NFC, today we're reviewing the Arkon NFC car dock. Now, whether you have NFC or not, it's a good car dock. So you don't necessarily have to have NFC or intend on using NFC in order to make use of the car dock. But the fact that it does have NFC just makes it even cooler. So this is the apparatus. It's your traditional car dock. Now, I had reviewed an Arkon car dock before as being the best inexpensive car dock you could buy for any phone, really. And this is an updated version. They've changed the design slightly. The pad on the bottom, besides being a suction cup, also is a little bit tacky, has a little bit of a tackiness to it to make it hold even better. It does suction, and the suction latch is a little bit different here, just a very small latch that closes like that. They've changed the arm design a little bit, and it's actually, I think, better than the previous design. It's very simple. You have the lever here that you can loosen, and then you can move it however you want to move it. And then when you get it where you want it, you tighten it up. It's plastic, but it's very, very strong. Again, they do have the ball joint on the end. So, for example, right now I have it in horizontal mode, but if I got in my car and decided to go vertical, I could just turn it vertical, and it would be fine. You can loosen that to turn it and tighten it, but as long as it's tight enough to hold it in place, you can pretty much switch it from horizontal to vertical without any issues. Over time, that will wear out, but for the inexpensive price that they sell these for, it'll last plenty of what you would expect it to last for the price. Now, Arkon, they do great with their design. I was a little bit unsure about this when I got it. I was like, now how's that going to hold it? Because previous models had arms that you clamped down on it, and then a spring release. This one, however, has springs in here. So you can see that moves out. So when you put your phone in the dock, you can just push out, and then it just holds it. And it holds it really good. You can see, no, I'm not worried about my phone falling out of it. And that's way more shaking than my car normally is going to do. But it does hold it really, really well. Now, you're probably wondering, okay, so what about the NFC? Well, the NFC is in the form of an NFC tag, really, that is there. You can see it there. That's an NFC tag. Now, they do give you, in this package, they give you another NFC tag, and that is in case your phone doesn't read this one. Now, I'll tell you right now, when this slides out, as you can see, the NFC tag is going to be towards the bottom of my phone, with the way I put my phone in there. Well, the NFC reader in my phone is more or less in this area. So, with the tag being at the bottom, it doesn't detect it, and that's actually a good thing in my opinion. Why is that a good thing? Well, you could take any car dock. In fact, my original car dock that I had from Arkon, I put my own NFC tag right there on the center, so that when I put my phone in my dock, it would detect it. The problem with that is that your phone can redetect it. So let's say you have it set to open a certain thing when you put it in your car dock, and then 10 minutes later you're driving down the road, you've changed, you're using your phone, you're doing something different. Well, if you go over a bump and your phone kind of goes a little bit away and then a little bit against it again, it can re-trigger it. Or if you turn your phone off, because anytime you turn your screen off, your NFC turns off. When you turn your screen back on, it's going to re-detect that tag. And so you may be driving down the road, you turn your screen off, you turn it back on, just maybe because you're trying to save battery or whatever, and for whatever reason, and it redetects it, and now it reopens whatever you had it to open, or re-triggers whatever you had to trigger, even though you might have long changed that, you know, on your trip, wherever you're going, and aren't interested in reopening it. So this is why I kind of like the way they designed this, because I can tap my phone in the center when I'm getting ready to put it in. So I tap it like this, and you heard the little sound, and you can see it detected the tag. I haven't programmed it to do anything. And then I can put it in there, and because now the tag is right about here on the bottom part of my phone's not going to redetect that tag. So I can turn my phone off and turn my phone back on, and it's not going to redetect that tag because the tag's at the bottom. So I like that, because that way you can tap your phone to the dock before you put it in and trigger whatever you want NFC to trigger, because you want it to, but then not have to worry about it triggering any other time. Now that's going to depend on the design of your phone. If your phone has NFC antenna, if the NFC antenna goes all the way to the bottom, then that may not work for you, but it works great for me. The reason they give you this tag is because if you want your phone to just detect the tag when you're putting it in the dock, they were aware that your phone may not detect it down at the bottom, so you could put this tag in the middle. But again, you could also put in anti-tags there. But again, the reason I would warn you against that is you just have to know if you turn your phone off then back on, it's going to redetect the tag and re-trigger whatever it is you want it to do. So I like the way it is, and it does read through the plastic, and I even have a case on my phone. It's not a very thick case, but my phone's able to detect the tag through the case and through the plastic. If you have a really thick case on your phone, that may be an issue. But that's pretty much how it works. It's very simple, it works really well. These little feet, I don't know if you can see them, they have like rubber on them that really holds well. This set does also come with the standard disc that you can stick on your dash if you need to. There's a powered version of the set, a non-powered. Only difference is if you get the powered version, it does come with the micro USB car charger. That's the only difference. It just comes with that. It's separate. It's not part of the dock. And then it does also come, I wanted to point out, with these additional feet, which if you put these in, you'll see they're higher. So if you have a large device, a tablet or something like that that you want it to hold, you can also use it with that. You just put the extended feet on the top and the bottom to make the space a little bit bigger. But that's the Arkon NFC car dock. Again, this is the NFC version. They also have the same car dock without NFC, so you can use that. You know, you can get that if you don't need the NFC. And even if you get the NFC, if you don't have an NFC phone now, you may later, and it's not going to hurt to have it. So I would definitely recommend it. I do want to mention one other thing, because some people might say, well, I like that, I want that holder, but I don't have a place to put the arm, the suction cup. Just know that Arkon makes all kinds of ways to mount your phone. This, for example, is an arm that you actually, this wraps around a bolt on the front left of the passenger's chair on the bottom of the floor, the bolt that holds the passenger seat in place. And then this arm is bendable so that you can bend it to where you want it to go. It's very strong, so it won't bend out of place easily, but you can see you can make it however you want to make it so that it reaches up to where you are. So that's just one example. They make a lot of different products like this, but just so you know, pretty much whatever your situation is in your car that you need your phone, because this dock just clamps in there, and it's in there pretty good. Let's see if I can figure out how to get it out. Here we go. You'll see it has that on the back. So all of their different, like this arm has the same exact attachment as this does. So regardless of what your situation is, you can find a way from Arkon to use this and use the NFC car dock with another type of attachment if you need to. But most people, most cars, this is going to work. It's going to be the best because it just allows you to set it up however you want to have your phone right where you want it, so you can see it good while you're driving and it not get in the way. And again, you get the bonus of NFC, which you can use to trigger whatever you want when you get in your car. And with the tag being where it is, like I said, you can just tap your phone to it to trigger it and then put your phone in there, and hopefully if it's at the bottom, then it won't trigger that task again if you don't want it to. Anyway, that's it for this review. Again, so Arkon NFC car dock, just one of many really cool products that Arkon makes. I'm going to have a link below so you can click that link if you want to pick up one of these for yourself. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you want to check out my other videos, including my Android app reviews, my NFC tutorials, my Tasker tutorials, and product reviews. And if you know anyone who's in the market for a car dock, especially if it's someone who has an Android phone with NFC, then please share this review with them. That's it. Until next time, this is Eric, reminding you that your Android phone is only going to be as good as you make it.